These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Redemption centers have not been called in this weekend. They are expecting to be in early on Monday. Looks like we're going to have a very busy week. Fleming, Saturday RV report, our military intel contact said he needs to avoid all details for security, but he can confirm Mr. Fleming's sources confirming that the shotgun money flows have been moving at all levels the past 24 hours. There is a huge amount of activity happening globally Saturday, July 31st. And he said, keep watching for notifications that are imminent. This really is it, and soon we will all be celebrating quietly under NDAs. Frank 26, Iraq is grown up. It is secured and stable to bring forth its reforms, especially in its currency, in order for it to have an economic reform. It can be done tomorrow and it can be done by the end of the year. All I know is that Iraq needs to be sovereign years ago, and Dr. Shabibi told our Blue Star Iraq needs to be sovereign, and this pull out of troops that Biden was talking about is part of the security and stability, in my opinion. Pimpy article quote, as compensation for the invasion of Iraq, the United Nations pays $600 million to Kuwait. This is like a whole lot. Let's get to the most important thing. Quote, the last installment is expected to be paid within a year. Yep, then you have no more payments going out. That's it. Everything is taken care of once that's done. Plus, our troops are withdrawn, complete sovereignty, and then I'm looking for a rate change to happen. Get the Americans out of there, make your last payment to Kuwait, get your sovereignty back, let's change the rate. All right, Breitling question, would I be wise to buy 500 denominations along with the 30 notes? Breitling says, a lot of people ask me about the LOP. People are saying that's still part of the equation / debate. No, it's not. That's not part of the debate. If you look at what they're doing in Iraq and how they're doing it, if they want to add value to their currency, and lopping the 3 zeros is not adding to their currency. As an example, if you look at what's going on with Turkey when they lopped the 3 zeros off their currency, it was because there was massive inflation and they couldn't fix anything. Iraq devalued their currency on purpose. They made it cheap to do business with their country. It's a completely different ballgame. The Iraq currency is not in trouble. It's heavily manipulated. It has to do with the note count information coming from the CBI. When they do start adding value to the currency, that once it gets to a certain rate, they're going to have another currency that's out there that doesn't have the 3 zeros on it. If they're going to lop the dinar, then you and I have the 3 zeros on them. There's no reason to have a completely different note. There's no reason for it. Doesn't make any sense. It's not going to lop. All right, Holly RV update. We are coming to the end of this ride, so be very, very careful of information and who you're following. The sharks are circling, waiting for this moment. Use discernment and do not fall for any schemes. Question all. All right, lastly, Frank 26 says, in my opinion, the GOI has pledged to the World Trade Organization a certain percentage of the local currency, 30 to 40% of dinars at a certain value upon admission into the WTO. Question, you think the WTO wants a certain specific percentile in figures of the Iraqi dinar currency at a restricted sanction program rate? Frank 26 says, to be in the WTO, Iraq's currency needs to be tradable.